Here are 10 cruel ways empaths treat narcissists. Hello everyone and welcome aboard. It's fantastic to have you here. I'm eager to dive into today's discussion and hear your insights. Today, I'll be delving into the 10 behaviors exhibited by damaging narcissists that tend to drive empaths up the wall. Before we plunge into the nitty-gritty, I want to emphasize that the information I'm about to share is tailored specifically for individuals contending with emotional abusers who inflict harm upon themselves and others. It's crucial to note that if you're dealing with individuals who pose a threat to your safety or the safety of others, prioritize your well-being and seek assistance immediately from medical professionals, law enforcement, or other trustworthy authorities. Your safety and that of your loved ones are paramount. Now that we've addressed this critical point, let's delve into the heart of the matter. Get ready to uncover the behaviors that can rattle even the most resilient narcissist. Take notes as we proceed. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on future episodes packed with valuable insights to enhance your life. Firstly, avoid getting entangled in their conflicts. Narcissists thrive on chaos, drama, and the opportunity to showcase their self-loathing and resentment. They often utilize their victims as emotional punching bags, delivering blows that can sting deeply. But what if you refuse to be drawn into their conflicts or take their words personally, such as attacks, criticism, or projections? What if you simply offer them a blank stare? By sidestepping their toxic web, you become a less accessible target. The narcissist may feel infuriated and impotent because they can no longer influence or manipulate you, which works to your advantage. Their attempts to inflict emotional harm will fall flat, leaving them unable to vent their negative emotions. Disregard for their issues. Point number 2. Have you ever encountered someone so absorbed in their own troubles, deceit, and disputes that you felt compelled to snap them out of it? This is precisely how a narcissist navigates through life. They employ various tactics to manipulate your perception of them, craving respect, control, and dominance. But what if you simply don't care and demonstrate it? What if you make it clear that their false narratives have no bearing on your thoughts, emotions, or actions? Imagine the bewilderment they'll experience when they realize how little you are affected by them. Consider the frustration they'll feel when they can no longer influence your mood. When you prioritize living your life, pursuing your ambitions, finding happiness, and attending to your own affairs, they lose their grip over you and spiral into chaos. Therefore, demonstrate that their problems, attempts to elicit your concern, and any other manipulative tactics hold little significance to you. Third, show them to other people. Narcissists are very good at tricking people into believing what they want them to believe and making themselves look good. What if, though, their carefully crafted image fell apart in front of a crowd? What if you told them they were lying, exaggerating, or really not very good at what they do? Imagine the fear that flashes through their eyes when they are directly asked a question, and how they can't answer without giving away who they really are. Think about how upset they are when their flaws or mistakes are shown to everyone. In this way, you take away their power over you and show them as they really are. You and everyone else can no longer be fooled or tricked by them because everyone can see their real character. So, don't be afraid to talk to them directly. Show them what they're really like in public and refuse to put up with their lies and schemes. Don't back down. Let them know you can see through their tricks and lies. 4. Let them know who they really are. What would happen if you stopped believing their complicated web of lies and told them who they really were? What if you weren't going to believe their lies and let them control you any longer? You're basically telling them, I see through your lies and manipulative tactics. when you question their feelings and personal stories. You show that you won't let them trick you and that you can figure out what they really want. But how are you going to do this? When you hear a narcissist talking badly about someone or making up a story to make you feel sorry for them, don't be afraid to question their story and let them know that you will not let their lies go unchecked. Their game is thrown off because you are no longer playing, leaving them unsure of how to move forward. Number 5. Show that you don't respect them. What would happen if you treated them badly the way they treat you badly? What if you ignored them and made them feel like they didn't matter? Being rude and disrespectful to narcissists is a strong way to get back at them. By acting the same way they do, you show that you will no longer let them control or hurt you. You will no longer put up with their complaints or judgments. But how are you going to do this? First, don't let them take over the talk or make you feel bad about yourself. Stay strong and don't back down from challenges. Let them know that you won't stand for their selfish behavior and that their attempts to scare you will no longer work. 6. Ignore the fact that they exist. Say you laughed or gave them a look that said, "You can't be serious," in response to their attempts to trick you. Not paying attention to them can weaken them. You are not giving them the attention and respect they want by not taking their selfish behavior seriously. Their lies and tricks have no effect on you because you show them that. Do so carefully, though, and watch how they respond. When they make up complicated details and add to their stories, they might lose it when their efforts to trick others don't work. 7th, being completely honest. Narcissists have a weak sense of who they are and are great at controlling other people. What if you told them the truth, no matter how painful it was? What if you told them without fear what they really needed to hear, even if it wasn't what they wanted to hear? Being brutally honest with narcissists is a strong way to find out what kind of person they are. You might see them fall apart when you tell them the cold, hard truth. Narcissists don't like hearing facts that hurt their inflated sense of self-importance, especially when those facts go against what they think about themselves. Be brave and say what other people might be afraid to say. Watch as their act falls apart when they are faced with the results of their deeds. Number 8. Completely turning off. Narcissists get pleasure from making up a false sense of who they are. But what if you saw past their facade and found out how weak, meaningless, and useless they really are? By breaking through their veil of fantasy, you can take away their power. When you see how weak they really are, and how empty their own sense of worth is, the game is over for them. They know that you can see through their act, which makes them look weak. They can't keep up the act that everything is okay any longer. Number 9. Not caring. Ignoring that they exist can be a very effective way to make narcissists weak. You're giving them the fuel they need for their ego by not paying attention to them. This can drive them crazy and keep them from getting the approval they need so badly at the same time. It is worth the work, even though it is hard. Even if the quiet is unbearable, it is important to keep going. Believe me, the option is much harder than putting up with their attempts to control you. Don't pay attention to what they want, and watch as their power slowly fades. 10. Get up and walk away. If you give up on them and walk away, it means that you are no longer connected to them in any way. It says, "You don't matter anymore, and I don't care." It means taking your attention, energy, care, and worry off of their narcissistic supply. It means you don't want to talk to them anymore. I know this isn't a game or an easy job. I agree that it's not as easy as it sounds. But trust me when I say it is possible and very important for your health. I hope this conversation has taught you something useful. If it helped you, please consider clicking like and sharing the most important thing you learned. Also, if you're new to my channel, Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to be notified when new videos come out all week. Remember what you're worth and how to set yourself free. Thanks for watching. See you in the next movie. Salutations, dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel. Here, we embark on a journey deep into the intricate labyrinth of narcissistic personality disorder, endeavoring to illuminate its convolutions and carve out pathways to restoration. If our mission resonates with you, and you wish to join us on this expedition, I urge you to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell. By doing so, you'll remain abreast of our latest offerings as we endeavour to furnish you with enlightening content on a consistent basis. Today, I aim to tackle a question that often haunts us throughout our journey to recovery. Does the narcissist truly comprehend the gravity of losing us when they depart from our lives, or when we summon the courage to break free from their clutches? It's a question brimming with profound implications for our healing journey, and delving into it can yield invaluable insights into our experiences. So let's embark on this exploration together and unravel the intricacies of the narcissist's realization of the repercussions of their absence. It's time to delve deeper into our encounters and arm ourselves with empowerment on the road to recovery. When a narcissist chooses to depart from your life, they firmly believe it's the best decision for their own interests, even if it appears entirely misguided from your perspective. It's paramount for you to uphold your sense of worth amidst this challenging period. Take a candid look at the efforts you invested in the relationship. You possess the capacity for boundless love, complete with your flaws and imperfections. Despite any shortcomings, you wholeheartedly endeavored to nurture the relationship with the narcissist. Perhaps you provided a nurturing home, financial stability, cared for their children, or even embarked on the journey of parenthood together. You might have exchanged vows, symbolizing your profound dedication. Yet, despite your unwavering efforts, the narcissist chose to walk away from a potentially fulfilling bond and from an exceptional individual like yourself. It's particularly difficult for compassionate souls like you to comprehend why someone would abandon a seemingly promising relationship. It feels like a squandered opportunity, and the pain can be profound, especially if you were fully committed to making things thrive. Upon the dissolution of the relationship, the narcissist remains steadfast in their belief that their departure is the correct course of action. They harbour the conviction that they are progressing towards something superior. However, more often than not, they eventually come to realize the value they lost in you. Nonetheless, their acknowledgement may not align with your expectations, as their perspective is shaped by their unique personality disorder. Let's attempt to delve into the mindset of the narcissist. When they opt to depart, they perceive the situation in stark terms. They believe the relationship has reached its natural conclusion, having extracted all they could from it. Their perception of you differs significantly from your own self-perception. Instead, they assign blame to you for the demise of the relationship, viewing you as inadequate once they've depleted your usefulness. It's a brutal outlook, but it encapsulates the mindset of narcissists. They firmly believe they're making the correct decision by moving on to someone they perceive as superior to you. While immersed in their newfound relationship, narcissists rarely spare you a thought. You might only cross their mind if you happen to re-enter their life somehow, perhaps by attempting to caution their new partner, seeking closure by contacting the narcissist, or retrieving your belongings, or if someone else mentions you in conversation. Their attention is wholly fixated on their current partner. Narcissists thrive in the present moment and seldom dwell on the past. They fail to cherish the pleasant memories you shared or acknowledge the love and care you bestowed upon them. At present, their sole concern revolves around their current life and the individual they're currently involved with. However, let's not lose sight of the fact. You were an exceptional partner to them. Your quest for understanding, seeking answers, reflects your genuine concern and empathy, qualities that set you apart. If you were a narcissist, such introspection and contemplation wouldn't hold much importance. While they might produce YouTube videos on narcissism, it's not for personal growth. Their focus remains squarely on themselves. Narcissists are so entrenched in their belief of self-righteousness that seeking enlightenment or assistance, especially on a platform like YouTube, seldom occurs to them. Their sights are set on forging ahead, fulfilling their desires, leaving behind the past, including you, in the pursuit of their new relationship. But remember, their departure doesn't define your value or identity. It's not a reflection of your inadequacy. Rather, it underscores their distorted perception of reality. They view individuals as mere tools for their gratification, disregarding emotions and inherent value. Despite their blindness to it, they were fortunate to have you. When in the company of someone genuinely kind-hearted like yourself, narcissists experience a temporary boost in self-esteem. This often propels them into hastily entering new relationships without much contemplation. At times, they may even revert to past partners while seeking new ones, or worse, overlap relationships, a phenomenon known as monkey branching. Fueled by a false sense of invincibility, they make impulsive decisions, only to realize their folly later. If you happen to hear about their erratic relationship patterns post-breakup, it's a testament to the rarity of finding someone as remarkable as you. While they may find others willing to tolerate them, discovering someone who truly cherishes them as you did is a rarity. Despite their words upon departure, deep down they recognize your value. Discovering someone like you who perfectly fulfills their needs is akin to hitting the jackpot. Departing the relationship, they do so with a sense of assurance, buoyed by the presence of someone exceptional like you. However, finding a replacement of equal caliber proves to be a daunting task. If a narcissist doesn't swiftly exit their new relationship, it's often indicative of them pursuing specific objectives. Once these objectives are attained, they're inclined to move on. And who do they frequently turn to when seeking an exit? Indeed, it's often you. Time and again, regardless of the passage of time, they tend to gravitate back unless you've explicitly communicated their unwelcome status. So, do narcissists genuinely comprehend the loss incurred by your absence? Undoubtedly, especially when faced with adversity. Their hubris and lofty expectations, partly influenced by your presence, frequently lead to their downfall. As they encounter challenges, observations from friends and family about their apparent contentment with you prompt them to reassess their choices. Gradually, they may begin to view you in a positive light again, albeit not necessarily due to your intrinsic qualities, but rather the comfort and stability you provided. It's a classic case of narcissistic introspection, where their inflated ego impedes acknowledgement of their erroneous decision to depart from you. However, should they realize their current situation offers little improvement, or worse, exacerbates matters, they might contemplate revisiting their decision and seek to re-establish contact with you. Yet, if you've unequivocally expressed disinterest in reconciliation, that's a different narrative altogether. The crux of the matter lies in whether narcissists truly comprehend the value they forfeited in you, and indeed they do. Deep within, they acknowledge the loss of someone embodying integrity, unconditional love, unwavering support, and genuine care. However, their inflated ego prohibits them from conceding to this reality. Hence, it's futile to seek validation from their attempts to re-enter your life. Validation from individuals exuding negative energy holds no significance. Your intrinsic worth stands firm, independent of external affirmations. Despite narcissists often returning to reliable sources, their recurrent pattern ultimately leads to the dissolution of relationships. It's a lamentable cycle, but ultimately it's their loss. Grasping the intricacies of narcissistic personality disorder proves pivotal in recognizing the futility of reigniting connections with individuals devoid of empathy, exploiting others for personal gain. Once this realization dawns, one can break free from the emotional shackles imposed by narcissists. Educating oneself about NPD is empowering, facilitating the prioritization of one's well-being and the cessation of investment in inherently detrimental relationships. I hope this conversation has offered you some valuable perspectives. Always hold on to your inherent value. You don't require validation from a narcissist. We'll be delving deeper into this topic in the near future. In the meantime, make self-care a priority. If you found this information helpful, please support us by liking, commenting, and sharing this video with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for updates on future content. Also, consider checking out the complimentary book and scheduling a personalized consultation linked in the description below. Your engagement and support mean the world to us as we strive to raise awareness about narcissistic abuse. Thank you for your time, and take care of yourself. Navigating the narcissist's response. Once a narcissist realizes that you are genuinely interested in them, their usual tactics lose their effectiveness. Being nice no longer serves their agenda, and they understand that playing the victim won't elicit the desired sympathy from you. With your feelings no longer under their control, you become less valuable to them. However, this doesn't necessarily mean they will cease their interactions with you. Even if they can't manipulate you directly, they may attempt to exert influence through other people in your circle. Unfortunately, many narcissists don't swiftly move on to their next target. They often have multiple individuals in their crosshairs, seeking to inflict harm wherever possible. Frustration mounts for narcissists when they encounter resistance or are unable to obtain what they desire. Whether you've called out their manipulative behavior, established firm boundaries, or severed ties altogether, the narcissist recognizes when their psychological games are no longer effective. Today, I'll discuss 3 strategies that narcissists employ when faced with individuals they cannot control or manipulate. Depending on your relationship with the narcissist, you may have experienced one or all of these tactics. However, it's essential to understand that the narcissist perceives you as a significant threat. Their discomfort arises from encountering someone who exhibits strength and intelligence in navigating their manipulative tactics, exacerbating their insecurities and prompting them to seek ways to undermine your influence. Schemes to diminish you. When a narcissist realizes they can't bend you to their will, their next move is to diminish your value. This can manifest in various ways. They may attempt to tarnish your reputation or engineer situations to cast you in a negative light. Backstabbing, spreading falsehoods, or launching full-scale smear campaigns are common tactics employed by narcissists to damage your standing. Their aim is to isolate you and turn others against you. Manipulative individuals believe that if they can't control you directly, they must prevent you from thriving independently. Consequently, they seek to sabotage your relationships, even if they cannot directly harm you. Even with strong defenses, a narcissist may exploit individuals in your circle who are less resilient or discerning, leveraging them against you. Their ultimate goal is to erode trust in you among as many people as possible, ensuring that any attempt to expose their behavior falls on deaf ears. The competitive streak. When narcissists lose control over someone, they often resort to intense competitiveness. Unable to exert influence directly, they strive to outperform you in every aspect. Despite their inability to control you, they are determined to prove their superiority. Constantly comparing their achievements to yours, they eagerly await your misfortunes. The narcissist desires a grander house, a more luxurious car, a more attractive partner, and a superior job. If you have one child, they'll aim for two. They may fabricate success and accrue debt to maintain the facade of a superior lifestyle. For narcissists, once their control tactics fail, everything becomes a contest. Even though they habitually feign success and happiness, they desperately need to perceive themselves as outshining you. Farewell time. When a narcissist can no longer exert control over someone, their final recourse is often to ignore or isolate them. The narcissist finds it too painful to be around someone who has slipped from their grasp or whose life they can't influence. They prefer not to waste any more energy on individuals who see through their facade of lies. Such individuals make the covert narcissist feel profoundly uneasy. Thus, the narcissist departs for greener pastures where they can ensnare and manipulate new victims, as being near someone who may expose their deceit is deemed too risky. Parting thoughts. Ultimately, it's crucial to recognize that for narcissists, maintaining control is paramount. When they fail to bend someone to their will, it represents a loss of control that they cannot abide. Instead of accepting defeat gracefully, they often seek to tarnish your reputation before departing or clandestinely undermine your accomplishments. Narcissists never take kindly to being abandoned. They harbor a burning desire for retribution against those who slipped from their grasp. All they require is an opportunity. Therefore, it's imperative never to allow them back into our lives. That concludes today's discussion, but I'm eager to hear your thoughts and experiences. Please share your feedback and personal anecdotes in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Wishing everyone a fantastic week ahead, and thank you for tuning in.